they get a little award. We can split between the 2 players, or if you think it's one single player that did the most creative play, we can award it to a single player. There's an award and a little cash prize as well. Okay, so we're ready to begin the game. We're gonna take down this announcement since we already started this semifinal. Let's see the map. It's a hill and dale. Ooh, nice.
I am here.
Hello, welcome back. Perfect, just in time. The game just started. I'm already in game. 40 seconds. I'll wait for you.
Me too.
You too? 40
Mm-hmm.
seconds?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Click play. Alright. So spawning on the left side, it is the blue HRE player. He's a bad player, aka Anjru. And on the right side, it is Issa Snek. He's playing French in red color. Really, this matchup means whenever HRE is involved on this map, it's gonna be a little bit turtley and trying to grab as many relics as fast as possible. And there's gonna be a lot of a relic battle in the middle of the map. It's gonna be very, very entertaining early game, hopefully. So far we see 1 scout from each player, I believe. No, actually 2 scouts from HRE player. Oh, also 2 scouts from the French player, both playing double scout. The gold is pretty far from the TC. Well, maybe it just looked like this. But I think he can definitely harass the gold mine a little bit. Okay, red scout is in the HRE base. He's got a little bit too close to the base. He's gonna get a good look of what's going on there. That's a lot of sheep behind that red scout. Have you noticed that sometimes when you age up, the gender of your scout just suddenly change for no reason?
What, really? No, I never noticed that.
No, because last game when we played, my scout was a male, and as soon as I aged up, it suddenly became a female. It happened to me before.
Nice.
I wasn't sure, but it happened again this time. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but it's really strange. I should pay more attention next time. They just changed gender. Pretty weird. Now I had only 1 scout, so couldn't be a mix-up. Okay, so Issa Snake has led all his sheep to the mill. The mill is next to all the deer horde as well, so he's gonna have a lot of meat. So he's gonna have food security for a very, very long time to come. Well, the HRE player is getting early barracks as well. So yeah, they both the HRE tends to get an early barracks against the French. But he doesn't have food production beside the last bits of sheep carcasses. Probably need to drop a mill very soon. Our French player is walling off already. It's pretty early. School of Cavalry is finished, and he's going to produce a knight as soon as he has 140 food.
I think the French player should prioritize to first get into blue space instead of Lingo, but
yeah, he's still not able to build the knight just yet. only 5 workers. Wait, that's the HRE. Sorry. Switch to Issa snek. There's 8 workers on food, 9 workers on food currently. Producing first knight. But his front door is walled off, so he's nice. He's gonna go for a big detour. That might be a little bit oversight. He should build a gate, or even better, just not build a wall at all. As a French player.
Yeah, definitely.
It is HRE that is supposed to build a wall. Okay. Our HRE player has 2 spearmen out there already. Still doesn't have a mill. He's still working on the sheep. Knight is coming across the map. And now we have 5 spearmen for the HRE player. This is more than enough to deflect any early knight's aggression. Just need to place them in the right position. And knight is coming in from the bottom of his high ground. Where did knight go? Oh, he rotated to the top. Okay. He's going for the gold, I suppose. Which is pretty open and exposed here. Doesn't have spearmen in position just yet. Yeah, his spearmen are kind of garrisoned near his wood, which is kind of protected by the TC, so yeah, definitely he should send the spearmen towards the gold instead, which he's doing right now, just in time. The knight didn't seize the first opportunity to go in, instead of waited quite a bit outside the base. So HRE is gonna finish the outpost, so none of the workers should fall. And indeed he garrisoned just in time. Perfect defense. And now it's gonna be a little bit hard for the French to find any damage and pick off workers.
Where are his knights going?
It's turning back for some reason. Regrouping with another knight, I think. Now he has 3 knights in the middle of the map. Probably discussing the weak point of the HRE base. HRE scouts spotted this 3 knight aggression very easily. He's gonna get charged 3 times in a row. That's gonna bring the HP very low, but not enough to kill just yet. He could chase that scout down, but it would waste a lot of time for the knight, so he decided to turn around, not to chase the scout.
Really curious how the developers came up with that 0.12 difference in movements. Like, why aren't villagers like 1 and cavalry 1.5? Why is it 1.12 and 1?
Yeah, we don't know. They probably did thousands of tests. I have no idea. Like in Starcraft 2 developments, the developers make custom maps and just create massive amount of army from both sides and throw them at each other to fight and see what outcome they can get. And tweak the stats that way. But they all need fine-tuning after the game is released and being played by a real player on the ladder over the coming years. So, oh, a lot of spearmen here in position. The knight is not gonna get much. HRE is putting down stable, double stable, so it's gonna try to contest the map presence in order to take over all the relics. HRE spearmen are on the map already. Oh, they're gonna poke down that red scout from French. They're gonna be very effectively deflect all the knights and take control of the relic site. Love to see more archers from the French player right now. Our HRE player is building up a horseman army at home. Not showing them just yet. Just waiting for a bigger number. Let's see the vision from an HRE player. He does see the entire map, so he knows exactly where all the relics are placed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth? Okay, all the way on the top. And Issa snek also has very good vision here. Also knows exactly where is what. Perfect scout by both players. So yeah, it's gonna come down to the contest in the middle of the map for the relics. Actually, the French player is aging up to the castle age already. Pretty fast.
Major spearmen getting attacked by knights.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they rigged it.
Yeah. The knights have to run away. Charlie is almost gonna be able to age up. He probably needed a market to just buy the food he needed, because he has so much gold. Horsemen from HRE are actually getting really deep behind the map. Are they going to secure the relic, or are they going for a raid? Looks like they're just trying to secure the relic. Not much action is happening except one scout just fell to some spearmen. Horsemen are still patrolling the map. Oh, a little bit skirmish in the very center of the map. One knight fell. And HRE has to pull away all his spearmen because of the archer's presence. Here comes the horseman flank. Oh. They're gonna try to catch all those archers. This is gonna be a very good trade for the HRE player if the knights are not reacting at all. And indeed, he's chasing down all the archers. Horseman has bonus damage to ranged units as well, so. Now come back the spearman from HRE. So I think French, we have to retreat a little bit. He can't fight this army. Yeah, he will lose all the knights as well as archers because, yeah, it was a little bit too overeager here. Maybe he'll survive. Only one knight survived. But it's a very costly trade and he should never make in the first place. Oh, our HRE player just started third landmark or second landmark, so yeah, it's delayed very much. Like he had the resource for a pretty long time during all the exchange in the middle of the map. I forgot to age up probably, but
French picking up a relic in the north.
Oh, French is already picking up relic. Very well played by Issa snek. HRE does have 1-2 prelate in position. Their army are staring at each other through the stealth forest angrily. Spearman is gonna make the first move. Knights are not gonna be enough to deal with all those spearmen. He has to retreat. Oh, is he gonna be able to take down the relic as well? The monk with relic is gonna fall as well. Oh. Too bad. He should have rallied his monk like along the edge of the map to avoid opponent's snipe. But they sent another monk right away. Meanwhile, the HRE is grabbing his own relic. How many relic? He's got 2 relics in hand already.
I think I'm gonna have to drop out for now.
Alright, no problem. Thank you for casting. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye. Alright, so we have a solo casting right now. Let's see what's happening. This knight is swinging his lance. It's a pretty funny animation there. Very casual on the battlefield. So how many we have only 1 relic left. That is in the center. I think the HRE has got most of the relics. I saw it. Yeah, there is another relic. Oh, there you go. Just place that relic inside a cathedral. Okay, a little skirmish between both armies. It's not looking good for the French. I think he's throwing away too many valuable units. Like those knights are very costly. And he is trying to take on those very cheap units, the horsemen, the spearmen. They're not gonna be it's not gonna be a good trade for him. Those archers are on move command. Horseman is chasing down the monk. Not sure if he can get it. Oh, crossbowman's out. Okay. Oh, mangonel. Wow, it's pretty early mangonel here. Let's see that the monk is gonna be successfully escorted back to his base, and he's safe with his second relic. I think second. Yes, that's the second relic for the French player. Not bad at all. Definitely try to get as many relic as possible, but our HRE player already has 3 relic in his cathedral, so he's looking good. He's looking good. So all the relics have found their home now. No more relic battle. Now it's time to build up a big army and try to put on pressure on your opponent's base. Ooh, our HRE player is going for the Imperial already with the Palace of Swabia. Pretty quick. What about the French player? I don't see another landmark. He's going for some farm. Let's see the worker count. Issa snek. The French player has 52 workers, while the HRE player has 51. It's a very even count. So I think the French definitely should have more workers because of the faster production of their workers. So in this regard, our HRE player definitely has a better economy, especially when this Palace of Swabia finishes. He's gonna be able to outproduce French so much more. So the thing is, the French has been throwing away a lot of expensive units like knights. That's what delayed his economy by quite a lot as well. This little mill just finished and is spotted by those horsemen. Though not high DPS, they're gonna kill quite a few villagers. They should. Okay, there's a wall. He should probably put a gate over here to allow fast escape. French player is taking over the sacred site in the middle with no units to protect the monk just yet. It's kind of vulnerable. For the moment, he's taking another sacred site, I think. Yeah, he's sending another monk towards the sacred site on top. There is another sacred site rather closer to the HRE player. Is he sending another monk? I don't see another monk. Okay, now he's sending another monk, so he's going for those sacred sites. The center sacred site is being contested by the horsemen from HRE indeed. Definitely should have put more units in the center instead of letting the monk staying there alone. Very dangerous move by the French player here, but horsemen will be driven away because they are 3 of them alone are not gonna be very influential there. Okay, the third monk is going to arrive at the third sacred site in the very bottom as well, so he's gonna eventually capture all 3 sacred sites, which is a nice comeback for the French player in terms of gold income, because look at the income tab. The HRE has 900 income per minute for his gold, because he's not mining gold with his villagers at all, because he knows that he doesn't need to. He can just allocate his villagers on other important resources like wood, so expand his production, expand his base, build more farms, etc. So there you go. All sacred site will be taken by the French, and a countdown will start for that player for HRE. But I think with his ability to macro to produce mass units from this point on, I think he can easily take it over, neutralize all the secret side, no problem. But so far he doesn't have that many production building just yet, but I believe he can get those built very quickly. So not too worried for the HRE player here. Meanwhile, the French player definitely needs to reinforce this top and bottom secret site position, because they are looking really vulnerable here. His main army is in the center. Yeah, that's nice and good, but what if your opponent is taking over one secret site in the bottom, and you're gonna have to send all your army in the bottom, and then you leave your center secret site vulnerable again. That one wolf is being very annoying for HRE. HRE is going hard on the stable, so he's probably gonna go for knights. With his gold income, I think a knight is a pretty good choice. Knights is probably the strongest unit. He still has a lot of horsemen. That's 19 horsemen, elite horsemen, and a lot of spearmen. What about the French? French, we have one mangonel from the early game. Oh, second mangonel is also out. Okay, that's going for the landmark for H4 finally. A little bit behind, but can he catch up? So worker count wise, the HRE has 103 workers and the French player has 63. Wow, that's a huge difference, guys. That is actually a huge difference. Like 40 worker deficits for the French player, which means even more because of the cathedral, because of the 900 per minute gold income for free for the HRE player. It's actually a lot more difference than just 30 workers. So it's not looking good for the French player macro wise. Does he have a second TC? Doesn't have it. He's on one TC only. Looks like He's focusing a lot on the map control here. He's trying really hard to contest the map, and he successfully secured 2 relics, which is not too bad. But he does have to work a little bit more on his macro behind all this. And while undisturbed, HRE player is not worried. He's massing units right now. He's building more and more productions, getting more and more siege workshop. All the valuable units are gonna come out for him from this point on, instead of just horseman and spearman. Now his base is still kind of open. He doesn't have a wall. Doesn't have a wall anywhere. Yet the French player is not poking, not raiding in any capacity. So the French player is giving up his advantage by not raiding his opponent. And the French player does have to be the aggressor in order to take advantage of their civilization. Here, once again, he's reinforcing the middle position with a stone wall. Where are the villagers that's going to work on the wall? I don't see any villagers coming this way. I've been building cannons, and what is this called? I never built this. Reball de Queen. I don't know, but this siege weapon is super slow. I never get them. Definitely need to learn how to use this. Okay, so he is walling off completely the secret site in the middle. I'd love to see another wall on top and as well as in the bottom. I think he's a little bit tunnel visioning on the center. What if your opponent go for the other secret site? It's gonna be a lot of trouble for you. Okay, so opening up trade routes, and once again, he's got this. His trader is going all the way. You see, this is happening again. In a previous game. I don't know if it's him, but there was another player did the same thing, that where he doesn't open this gate. Instead, he had his trader going all the way here in a detour. That's a pretty inefficient trade route here. And HRE just turtling at home, enjoying his big economy with his farm, mining out all his trees. All the forests are down. He definitely needs to expand next, but I'm not worried because he has the money to build whatever he wants to defend his forward expansion position here. So yeah, HRE is looking really good with the French not disturbing his economy at all. I think the HRE is getting into a very good position, even with all the secret site being taken by the French. But the French, though has taken all the secret site, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably time for HRE to contest those secret sites, because after all, he's at 200 supply, 200 population, so what else can he do? He cannot build any more units unless he trade off all those horsemen, the cheap horsemen, and he should build more valuable, powerful units instead, and build more mangonels, and build more knights, heavy knights, instead of mass horsemen. So it is definitely time for HRE to move out, and if he doesn't move out, I don't know what he's doing. Is he scared? Oh, here comes one single scout. Scouts is taking over the secret site. Yeah, they're playing very cautiously. They're not venturing into the unknown, into the darkness of the map. I don't know. I think they definitely could have played a little bit more adventurous, more boldly. So far, there's not much action after the relics. All 5 relics have been taken. It's been pretty peaceful here. The monk is back. Yeah, the monk is gonna survive. One single scout doesn't have enough DPS for that. Okay, finally HRE has made a decision. He's going to attack the bottom secret site. It looks like he knows there's a weak point here. The French player is not defending this at all. So he's yeah, there you go. 4 knights. Gonna drive away all those horsemen. Here comes the spearman. I guess he doesn't want to take any unfavorable fights, so he wants to use spearmen to contest those knights. Okay, bigger fights is happening in the center of the map. They both have a lot of siege weapons. Knights on horsemen. Horseman is gonna be falling very quickly. Horsemen are really weak. He definitely needs to reinforce them very quickly as well. Those Oh yeah, actually Horseman does bonus damage to ranged units. So actually with a superior number, he's winning this fight pretty well here. And his cannons are not gonna do much because cannons, well, they do single target damage. They're gonna do area damage, so against a massive horseman, they're not really gonna shine. So what he needed was more mangonels instead of cannons, because he doesn't see any stone wall, any keep from the HRE, so why do you build cannon? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, these knights, French knights, are trying to take down those mangonels, the siege weapons. Strangles are not that great against infantry or knights at this point in this game. But it's also important to take down all the Springles so that he can build his own mangonels and stuff. Okay, so he's reinforcing his defensive position, building a university forward. I'm not sure about that. This is where you research your upgrades. If you lose that, you're gonna, it's in danger of your opponent's siege weapons. And HR is contesting this position with even more Springles. He's building so much Springles, so he's gonna have a dominance in terms of a siege battle. That is for sure. Indeed, yeah. Look at him. He's got 5 siege workshops at home, and just 1 million stables. And what is he doing? Why is he building mass elite horsemen? Why isn't he just building knights, which is so much better? That puzzles me quite a bit here. I don't understand his reasoning behind this. With his potential gold income, he could definitely afford as many knights as possible. He could start mining this to add additional gold income on top of the 900 gold income that he already enjoys for free. So yeah, he's choosing a worse unit composition, but he is winning just by sheer number, by sheer macro capability. He's having a much larger force, much better siege. Maybe he's putting all his gold in the siege weapons. That's where he invests his gold. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to do it. But these Springles are gonna do near to no damage to those, almost no damage to the stone wall, to the towers and keep or whatever structure. Okay, let's see. The French player still has a small force over here. Some villagers are gonna expand their farmland. Definitely need to refresh his lumber camp as well. It doesn't look like the French has a huge economy. Let's see. HRE has 123 workers. That's an insane economy. And our French player Issa snek is quite behind. Yeah, pretty far behind with only 78 workers and half the total population. I think the French is looking really bad in this game. He's not successfully contesting anything. With some trade realty trading going on here. Not gonna add too much income for him. Let's see what he's researching. He got the infantry upgrade, and what was this, cavalry upgrade? I believe. Actually, I don't remember what that was. He got 2 upgrades out of the university, and he's building very valuable units. I mean, it would make more sense if the French player is building mass horsemen because he doesn't have as much income. Look at the HRE players banking up 13,000 food. HRE player is rich beyond imagination here. I've never seen a game with 13,000, 14, approaching 15,000 food banked up in any game in this tournament just yet. So this is a first. He's building even more production building. He is dominating the entire game, I think. The French probably doesn't know it just yet. The French is being contained in his own home. He doesn't know how strong and rich his opponent is currently. This spearman can easily take down all those towers with ease. Yeah. Horseman raid on top. denying the French from mining additional gold, the French is gonna have a really hard time getting any gold income here. Let's see the gold income per minute. French is still getting some nice gold income for now, but I don't know for how long though. He did mine out all the gold in his base. Okay, he has one gold mining over here, but Horseman could raid his position anytime. And some spearmen here also doing great work for HRE, taking over this side, cutting off the trade route. And yeah, it's looking really bad. Really bad for the French players. Desperately putting on more stone towers on this stone wall. Not sure how useful it is. I know the HRE can just build a lot of bombards. This is a best of 3. Sorry, I didn't read the chat. It's not showing up on my phone. The resource income. Oh yeah, we're seeing resource income right now. The caster. Sorry, I don't have any command. Caster is me. My life for ire. I read your mind. Coincidence. I wasn't reading the chat even because it's not showing up on my phone. Sometimes it bugs out. Oh, he's changing the trade route. He's trying to get a sneaky trade top of the map, but it's not gonna work. Horseman is even faster, swifter at spotting those traders. Gonna have a skirmish against the knights as well as the crossbowmen. Though they're weaker, but they have a superior number. It's gonna kill all the knights eventually. Snek definitely missed out his opportunity to take control of this game because for a very long time in the mid game there were nothing going on. He didn't raid his opponent with his knights at all. Now, sometimes when you in the early game you raid a few times, 1 or 2 times, and you see your opponent has spearmen in position, very well garrisoned, very well defended, and then you get flustered and you're like, why bother raiding him because he's so well defended, let's just sit back. No, that's the wrong mentality. You still have to raid. You don't know when your opponent is gonna let down his guard, so you have to constantly put on pressure. Never stop trying. Alright, he's sending his knights into the spear line. He's gonna get poked down brutally. He's losing so many knights. Oh my god. Though he does have Mangonel supporting him behind this, so he is going to kill a lot of spearmen, but at what cost? He's losing all gold units, and while his opponents is losing mainly just wood and food, which he has an insane amount. This is income tab. If we look at the current resource, that player, aka Anjru, has nearly 15,000 food in his bank. He can build all those spearmen and horsemen all day long if he wants. He can build enough for the next tournament. French player is mining out all the forest in his base. He has to expand now onto the map. Indeed, what is the bad player waiting for right now? The thing is that he just keeps building those low value units, which I don't understand. He's still building mass spearmen and horsemen. If he built knights, just max out on the knights, he could just push and kill his opponent, but he refused to do so. He's emphasizing more on the siege weapon. This is getting first the bombard to work on that stone wall. Those horsemen are gonna run away from the knights. They have superior number, but this time they're not gonna win because the knights are just really strong. And this is that was but a distraction. A lot of, oh my god, that was so nasty. Oh my god, 80% of those spearmen just fell instantly to the magna. One magna shell. Oh, that was so brutal for the HRE player, but it looks like he doesn't care. Look at his resource. He can spam like that all day long. But that's not. I don't even know what is going on in this game. It's like intentionally he's playing with a weaker unit, trying to win with a style here. Yeah, I don't know if the HRE is just playing with his food. Look at this. He has gold mine at his home. He's not even mining from them because how rich he is. Cathedral is giving him so much gold income. Doesn't even need them. It's pretty ridiculous. He's still aggressively mining those woods. He's gonna cut down all the trees on his side of the map. Here comes the mass spawn bars. Okay, finally some powerful units, gold units. Gonna tear down all the stone walls here and push forward. French is struggling to put an army together. What can you do to counter this mass trash unit spam with a lot of siege? There's almost no answer unless you have a lot of gold here, but French doesn't have that much gold. His gold mining has been denied multiple times. His trade route has been denied by the horsemen multiple times. It's very nice, sneaky little knight flank on those siege weapons. Is gonna get one or two siege weapons. Oh, these siege weapons are very exposed. HRE is playing while he's sleeping. Apparently, he's not looking at his siege weapon at all. He's gonna lose a lot of them. Now he's pulling away. But they do tank a lot of shots. 576 HP, so actually not many are falling. So eventually the French is running out of steam. I think very ridiculous unit composition. HRE is going to win this battle. Yeah, I think this is going to be the end very soon. There's not much the French could do now. HRE army is right in front of his face. His reinforcements are weak. Look at all this production building. Wow. He's mining more trees. And a GG was called. What a game. Well played. The villager count? Oh. HRE was dominating. Really hard. Look at this. He had over 120 workers for most of the time. His opponent didn't even get to 90 workers, so it's pretty brutal. Plus the HRE player has 3 relics in his cathedral. Actually, the HRE player pretty much didn't touch his gold vein the entire game. Just survived on won a game based on the cathedral income. Pretty insane there. Pretty OP. It's mainly because the French player didn't harass, didn't raid in mid game at all. It lets the HRE player sit back and do whatever HRE wants to do. Issa snek played a little bit too passively in this game, unfortunately. All right, let's see the next game. Let me bring up the bracket to block potential spoiler, and we're gonna jump into the second game. Okay, they're in second game currently. It is HRE once again, so his main is HRE, I suppose, for bad player. Issa snek is gonna switch to Delhi and see, let's see if he has some special tactic to deal with it. Men at arm, not men at arm. The HRE's insane economy. He definitely has to do a lot of aggression, go for a lot of raids, putting on a lot of pressure. Otherwise, the HRE will grow out of control once again. Alright, we have 4 minutes break. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Alright, so we're back. Okay, so this map has a little bit high ground over here, and that's it. It's a little bit asymmetrical map generation here. There's tiny little hill here. That's not a high ground. It's a little bit unfair. To whom or for whom, I don't know. What is the map called? Lipany. Lipany is pretty fun map. Alright, spawning on the left side, it is the blue HRE player. He's bad player, aka Anjru, currently leading 1-0. And spawning on top is the Issa snek. He's playing Delhi this time for a change. Let's see what different strategy he's gonna bring on the tables to turn this around. Alright, I think both are going for double scouts. At least the HRE is going for double scout, and Delhi is not. So HRE is gonna grab a lot more sheep. These two gold are pretty close to each other. Let's see the relics distribution. We have 2 on the side of the HRE player, 3 on the side of Delhi. So that's a little bit of advantage to the Delhi player. It's gonna be easier for him to defend the third relic from HRE player. So maybe he can turn this around, take advantage of this little spawn generation, map generation thing. Alright, the Delhi scout is coming into the gold vein of the HRE players. We're gonna attack the villager a little bit, trying to annoy him. Villagers are fighting back a little bit. The prelate can just heal up the villager, so villagers will never fall. That is very simple. So yeah, the scout can be annoying, but he can never get a villager here. Meanwhile, he definitely needs to send more. Okay, never mind. He's getting berries, of course. It doesn't need a sheep. HRE is sending the prelate back to heal up the villager once again. He can just heal it up once 30 seconds. It doesn't really matter being harassed here. And Delhi Scout is gonna just retreat. Seeing that there's not much he can do actually. Not even delaying the gold mining. Okay, he's getting Dome of the Faith. HRE meanwhile is one step behind. Doesn't have enough food, doesn't have enough gold just yet. Oh yeah, it is a pretty funny position. Look, there's an entrance over here, and then it's all cliff, almost all cliff, and you have an entrance over here. Pretty funny generation here. Easy to defend. And then you have a secret set over here, and over here it's not a very evenly generated. They're so far away from the Delhi player. Okay, Ahn Chapel is going down right now. It's going to cover the trees, the berries, a little bit of the sheep. If you move the sheep a little bit, he's got his early barracks. Gonna produce men at arm or spearmen. We'll see if he's going for something aggressive or is it just to defend. Efficient production will be the first choice of his upgrade.
شما را چه نیاز بود؟
Here he's actually using his building to form a kind of a wall for his gold miners. So in Age of Empires, you actually cannot wall off your you cannot wall off anything with just buildings. There is always going to be some gap. As opposed to in Starcraft, you can wall off certain areas with your building, and if they are appropriately connected, then there's no gap. Unit cannot go through. But in Age of Empire, there will always be gap. Units can always pass, but it's gonna create a a choke point. You can always place some range units in here and prevent them from being completely surrounded by opponents' melee units. And or generally, you can just block the advance of your opponent's harass or anything like that. Still useful to make a wall like this, but not as effective as in Starcraft, obviously. He's going for not double stable, sorry. He's going for stable and blacksmith. So he's gonna go for the map control here. He knows that his relics are pretty far from him. At least 3 of them are pretty far from him, so he definitely needs to get more mobile units here. And what upgrades will he get? That is getting Sanctity and the Herbal Medicine. HRE was getting melee weapon upgrades. 1 Spearman from HRE is guarding the secret side. 1 each, except for this one. This one is still untended. Scout in front of database to spot any movement. Good play here. Also another daily scout. Taking a look behind the HRE base, seeing what is going on. See the production building. Okay, this villager is going this way. Maybe he's trying to wall off. Maybe he's building something. Oh, okay, there's a mill over here, all the way down here. It's a little bit far. He already has a mill over here, so he's getting a second mill. It's a little bit greedy, isn't it? I feel like you cannot consume these deer just yet. And you're already grabbing the second mill. Feels like a little bit greedy. Getting another mosque. Horseman on the map. The scout will spot 2 spearmen. Will run away from it. A lot of wolf action happening on the map. Oh, the scout stopped. Oh, he's gonna turn around and engage. Oh, he's gonna lose his life. Sometimes when you run away, your scout, you don't click far away enough. And eventually the spearmen just catch up and poke you to death. It happens so many times to me as well. When I retreat my knights, if I don't go back far enough, eventually the spearman can just catch up. Get double horsemen coming. Quite a lot of spearmen actually from the HRE here. Very close to the Delhi base. I don't think he's going for any kind of aggression just yet, because these units will be shut down by the tower arrows pretty quickly. He's definitely looking to protect the relics. Okay, the snek has aged up to the castle age pretty fast. Got this compound of defenders. What does it do actually? Infantry units can build stone walls. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, HRE is getting good map presence. He's spreading out his units, so he knows where exactly his opponent is going to be active. Now he knows that his opponent is not on the map at all. He has the sole monopoly of the map, but right now he just spotted the first relic being picked up by the Delhi monk. It's probably not going to be able to catch that because the tower position is going to defend that scholar or monk scholar, I think, pretty nicely. And yeah, scholar is going to deliver the first relic. Very well played by the Delhi. Also, he went into H3 faster. So what about our HRE player? Is he going to H3 anytime soon? Doesn't look like it because the food is only halfway there. He definitely could afford to buy those if he has a market. Okay, some action is happening on top. The spearman is going in for a raid. Nice little action. The horseman here is gonna lancer. It's a lancer. It's almost falling to those spearmen. Run away. Yeah, run fast. And Delhi is also mining stones, maybe looking for an expansion to a second TC. Keep your lancers alive. They are very valuable units. Okay, this scholar is learning how to speak deer, I think. Once he learned how to command and befriend with the deers, he can actually get deer to fight for him, just like in Warcraft, I think. Wait, is that a thing in Warcraft? I can get animals to fight for you. And HRE is now aging up with 7 villagers constructing the cathedral. Right, so we're gonna see the HRE finally going for the relics, but a little bit late. Right now we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, we still have 3 relics on the map, which are all under control of the HRE. So he's probably gonna secure all 3 relics. So HRE is still is going to get the nice juicy 900 gold income. Elephant is coming, says Brad. Let's see, he's walling off the front. Did lost the scholar here, so this is a prime target for the HRE to grab his the relic because his father's the way 1. The other 2 are much easier for him to grab. It's almost done, and the prelates are in position. He is building stone tower here to defend. It's not gonna be a complete wall, it's just to facilitate the stone tower. Okay, prelate grabbing the relic, so he is eventually gonna successfully get all 3 relics. Very good economic boost for him. And yes, he got all the relics, so it's gonna be really tough for the Delhi player now, just like last game. Issa snek played rather defensively, rather passively. It's not much counterattack or harass or raid. So yeah, bad player is actually doing a really good job getting the map control here and getting all the relics. So he can just boost his economy pretty quickly, just like last game. But we'll see if he decides to go for some high value gold units, or is he gonna just go for trash units spam just like last game. Alright, a lot of men at arm from the Delhi being active on the map. They are gathering, and we don't know where they're gonna move to. Another stone wall or stone tower is gonna be erected on the right side of his base, of the Delhi base. This scout found out this stone tower. Oh, he's gonna lose his life to a sprinkle. Sprinkle shots are so powerful. What's the damage? 61 damage for the sprinkle. Wow, pretty strong, pretty strong. Attack speed is very, very slow, but one shot is very strong. 2 shots. Scout, maybe you can 2-shot scout. Delhi just getting more and more army units. Let's see the worker count. We have 39 for the HRE player. Not crazy high. We have 38 for Delhi player, so pretty even still. looks like bad player is going for the trash units once again. Mass horseman and mass spearman. Doesn't look like he's going for anything valuable here. No infantry from HRE. HRE is really good with their infantry, very strong in an arm and a lance connect, but he's just going for spearman. Upgrade wise, he is getting all the upgrades, and that is getting force march. We're seeing the first Mangonel from the Delhi player. It's gonna be a formidable army if he managed to get a few more. And then mass infantry, he can't just push into the HRE base and do a lot of damage actually. Sometimes HRE is so focused on the relic grabbing, they don't have a very good army, and you could timing push them and actually just kill them sometimes. But looks like the Delhi doesn't have a huge army himself either. He just finished a lot of new barracks, so he's going to have a nice military production from this point on, and indeed he's continuously producing more and more men and arm. Very strong units. They're gonna do really good against HRE spearmen as well as horsemen. Horsemen are not particularly good against strong infantries. Okay, and Delhi player is moving out on the map a little bit. We're gonna see if he's going to try to take the sacred side, or is he going for a pressure, a push. I'd love to see some sort of push, because oh, here comes the first engagement. The horseman from HRE going for a flank, trying to catch that. The Mangonel probably gonna get it. His units, Delhi units, are slightly out of position, unfortunately. Oh no, he's just turning around and run away. He could just engage. He can kill all those horsemen. Does he not realize those are just horsemen? They're really weak. He has lancers and men-at-arms. These will destroy these. Definitely shouldn't have ran away there. Missed the opportunity. Lost one Mangonel as well for this. A little bit unfortunate. But we'll see. He's going to build more Mangonel, that is for sure, and probably going to push. Oh, you gotta move your units all together. Your lancers, get your lancers together. Oh, there is a sprinkle from the HRE, so that's gonna pose a big danger for any Mangonel that Delhi produces. Where are the elephants though? We don't see elephants just yet. Okay, so Delhi is hesitating a little bit, regrouping his units. He's thinking, okay, that's too many horsemen. I don't want to sacrifice my gold unit to kill those cheaper units. Oh my god, he's getting a big hit. A lot of men-at-arms are damaged. Not by too much, but it's a good damage there. Did kill that Mangonel, and that one Mangonel was also unattended. It happens so often that they just leave their siege weapon alone in the wild, and more often than not they just die. They just lose that Mangonel. Okay, so and here comes the big engagement. This is what I want to see. A lot of men-at-arms coming in for the kill. Can he take this down though? This is a lot of units from the HRE, although he... Okay. Delhi is pulling away actually. Delhi is running away from those horsemen. He could fight, but... oh, there's a Lancers raid. Another attack from the side. It's a nice flank. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay, and this skirmish is turning to Delhi's favor as well, because, you know, these are gold units. against just the spearmen and horsemen. As I said, bad players should definitely get more gold units instead of spamming spearmen. This time, Delhi player seized the opportunity and managed to crush those units, those cheaper units. Those men at arms are so tanky. Okay, he has the nice formation to avoid the big hit from Mangonel, coming in, snipe that Mangonel, and going to fight against the men at arm from the HRE. Men at arm from HRE are also very strong, so he's probably gonna be repelled here. Right now he has to run away and preserve his military force instead of sacrificing them all. Okay, 2 more Mangonels are here. Okay, a little bit of peaceful time here. Both are recovering, licking their wounds. Let's check the worker count. Right now the Delhi has 49 workers, while the HRE player has 43 workers. A little bit behind, but not too worried about it because the gold income from the cathedral. Some men at arm going pretty forward here. Okay, it's nice to see more valuable units here. Men at arm, more and more men at arm, less spearmen, horsemen from the HRE. That's a nice change I would love to see. Current resource, HRE is building, banking up too much gold. It definitely needs a market to sell, not sell, but buy the other resources. It could buy a lot of food and wood and to build more units. Oh, Delhi is getting mass siege. This is a very good play actually. He learned that his opponent from the last game that his opponent likes to go for mass unit spam. This time he's going mass siege himself. Hopefully he can deal with any potential sprinkle reaction from his opponent. If he gets just a few sprinkles of his own first, then he will probably dominate the siege battle here. But so far it's looking really good for the Delhi. And Issa Snek's gonna come in again for the kill. Look at this big Mangonel hit. Men at arm. Fighting men at arm. He actually is pulling his men at arm to snipe that Mangonel. And all the HRE units are dead right now, so nothing to stop him. And the GG was called. What a surprise turn of event. Actually, HRE didn't manage to get his units out in time this time. This time, Issa Snek managed to seize the opportunity and build enough units and push in the mid game instead of being hesitant the whole time. So yeah, well played. Okay, we're gonna go into game 3. This is awesome. Okay, we'll wait for them to get into the game. Where do you go? Players are in lobby, so we're gonna wait a little bit. It's gonna be probably 5 to 10 minutes wait before the game can we can jump into the game. yeah, probably we'll do more AoE tournaments in the future as well. We'll probably experiment with a different formats, do some fun stuff like FFA or 2v2. Okay, they're in game. Let's go. Game 3. Our bad player is sticking to HRE, and we're seeing an English from Issa snek. Issa snek is playing different civ every single game, so he's a master of all. He knows all the races. He knows all the civs. Good for him. So we'll see how he's gonna experiment. Like, if he won with Delhi, why don't you stick to Delhi to win another time? Maybe he has a different strategy prepared for this. And what's the map? It doesn't show. I have to see in the game, I guess. Yeah, I don't see the map. Oh well, another 4 minutes. A little bit delay before the game, so I'm gonna take a small break. BRB. Right, this is Dry Arabia. And we have the HRE player spawning in the bottom in blue. It is bad player Anjru. And in the top, it is Issa Snek. Is the English player in this game. Hopefully we can see some aggressive gameplay from the English player with the longbowman. That would be really fun to see. Okay, HRE's got his prelates out and boosting the food eco. We have the where are the scouts? The minimap is so tiny I can't see it. English scouts. 2 scouts, double scout once again. Trying to get as many sheep as possible. What's happening on this side? I think HRE has only one scout? Possibly, yeah. He's not finding any sheep. Oh, he's gonna have some sheep crisis. What is this? Yeah, let's bring back these 3 sheeps. English player. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary just yet. Both are just getting food, getting gold, and are trying to age up as soon as possible. Okay, these sheep are over here, a little bit far from the other sheep. It'd be nice to see them all together. English got 200 gold already, so he's leaving only 1 villager working on the gold mine, and the rest will work on the wood, I assume. Oh, that is a very early wall here from the HRE player. He's apparently worried about longbow harassment here. And this gap between 2 forests are pretty small. We cancel the wall. The gap is not that large, so it's pretty easy to wall it off here. Form a pretty nice natural defense for the HRE player here. The scout from English passed through the gold mine, but that didn't do anything. Oh, he's turning back, trying to harass. He's pulling his knife out. Yes, he's working on that villager, but once again the prelate can just heal them up. I guess that will delay the prelate boost. Here comes the scouts from the HRE to defend. It's gonna eventually drive this scout away. There you go. Not much is accomplished, but delayed the prelate's eco boosting a little bit. But not terrible though. Not terrible. HRE can go up to the next age right now. Going for a forward Mindvalk Palace. Okay, we have some variation in this game. The HRE is going for the blacksmith of the upgrade landmark. While the English is going the standard council hall, which is kind of 99% time what people go for. Okay, does this signify aggressive build, aggressive playstyle from the HRE player? If he decides to research something, research siege engineering, and just go out and attack instead of grabbing the relics this time. Getting an outpost pretty forward as well, just to be able to fend off all the longbowmen. Defend his tree line, his forest is very important. English is getting the berries. Scouts are forward here, spotting the HRE's base. Don't see the longbowman just yet. I don't think there's longbowman. Maybe I don't see it. Here comes the Steelborder. Okay, they're going around that position, so I guess he saw that outpost. So it's going around all the way, probably trying to attack the gold. Yeah, indeed, it's there's very little target he can get from this angle anyway. There's TC here, the trees are protected. So yeah, the Steelborder are going for the gold, but HRE has pulled the gold villager away from the gold vein. So the Lumbermen are not gonna find anything here. They are just taking a round trip here, going back home, I guess. Maybe they can rotate to this side, and HRE is building another outpost to protect the bottom side of their tree line. And Longbowman can definitely, yeah, do some damage to those villagers. He definitely need to swap villagers that is building that outpost. You should finish that outpost. Oh, the Longbowmen are going very adventurous, going really close to the TC as well as the outpost. You gotta pull back. Okay, nice, nice aggression here. Delaying the economy from the HRE a little bit. Not bad. But so far he doesn't really find a very good angle to attack just yet. What happened here? Longbowman just fell? Oh, that's really sad. So many times players rally their units into opponent's TC. Unfortunate. Here comes 4. Grand total of 4 longbowmen. They're gonna do very good damage. They can 3-shot a villager. Here, the outpost is probably gonna be finished once the longbowmen are here. So not much to worry about for the HRE. HRE doesn't have gold mining here though. Probably needs an outpost to add the gold as well. Otherwise, how is he ever gonna age up? Yeah, what research is he gonna get? He's gonna get the anti-range armor. Okay. And we have more longbowmen streaming across the map. He's rallying somewhere here and rotating. I guess his goal is just to deny the gold mining. And HRE is building his own archery range. We've seen one of these games before that the HRE player under siege of longbowmen tower rush, and HRE himself built like a 3 or 4 archery range of his own and outproduced the archers, and just pushed the English back with more archers. That was one way to defend this. He's going for that kind of defense. Also because he doesn't have gold to build any other units, so he's getting more archery range. 3 in total. So yeah, that's the plan. If you can outproduce his English opponent, he can very well just push them back. The English is not really committing super hard here. English has got only the council hall with a blacksmith, so we don't know what's gonna happen. He's potentially gonna go for the siege engineering, getting ram, do a ram push as predicted. We're gonna see a ram push from the English, and the HRE finally managed to put workers back on the gold, so it's gonna get more gold income now. So far the gold is not gonna help, so all he can do is to wait and age up to the castle age. Because he doesn't have barracks, he cannot produce anything that needs gold. He did get both archers, range attack, as well as the armor against range. So yeah, he's committed to the archer play. Does have superior numbers here. Lumberman does 12 light melee. Longbow does 6 damage. Oh, he found a little bit of stray Lumbleman here. HRE is gonna defeat these Lumblemen in front of the base. These Lumblemen here behind, oh my god, they are attacking the TC. Issa snek is not paying attention. He's gonna lose a lot of Lumblemen here. He's too busy pulling back his Lumblemen from the front. He lost probably 3 or 4 Lumblemen here to the TC for free. So I was checking the attack. So attack is also 6. It just has your regular archers have 1 less bonus damage against the melee, light melee units, infantry. That's a nice amount of archers. So yeah, that's a pretty good response from the HRE player. Did he get some upgrades? Okay, marching drill. Yes, marching drill? Yes, marching drills. So his infantries are gonna move faster, but English can heal themselves up outside of battle though. Okay, so HRE is going for a counter push. Let's see, their speed of 1.38. Lumbleman 1.12. Okay. Yeah, HRE's archers have a huge speed advantage here. They can outrun the Lumbleman by a lot, actually. Yeah, that's a big difference. Our English player is still waiting for the opportunity, waiting to heal up his Lumbleman to attack, but meanwhile, he is going to get attacked himself. This is looking really dire for the English player. His economy is gonna take a hit, and his reinforcements are gonna be cut off. He has to send his Lumbleman back. Yes, indeed, he is doing that, and a single outpost is being constructed. And these archers are going very boldly, very deep inside English base and killing sniping a lot of workers here. Very successful raid here. Both armies missed each other, and it played into the advantage of the HRE player because he just have a superior number. While the English player was waiting to heal up, HRE seized the opportunity to kill the villagers. Okay, we have 22 archers, 18 Lumblemen. It should be good for the archers. Yeah, especially if you run away. You gotta kite those. You have to kite. As English player, you need to utilize your range advantage. Kite back, or you're gonna lose all of them. Ah, that's bad micro. Oop, that's a little bit mistake by the HRE as well. Ran too close, or maybe intentional, so that the English cannot run away. Okay, so yeah, that's good play. Okay, yeah, he actually is gonna clean up these archers pretty well here. Unfortunately, English doesn't have much to defend. He has only 1 council hall to produce his archers, the Lumblemen. So yeah, he doesn't have enough to reinforce, and losing the villagers producing that outpost, he's gonna lose the last defense here. All he can do is to run back to his TC and wait for more Lumblemen to produce. Unless HRE is gonna camp in front of the council halls, then he will not be able to get any Lumblemen reinforcements out. Look at this, it's looking really bad for the English player. And is he even reinforcing? HRE is not being greedy. He's not reinforcing his units. He's just macroing. Yes, he's going for Castle Age. Wow, this play is so clean. That is a really good play by the HRE player. Surprisingly good play. Okay, we have another huge group of archers coming across the map. Actually, this, as a reaction to the Lumbleman aggression, turned the table. Like it actually played into the advantage of the HRE player, because he got a lot more production, produced faster. The Lumblemen do have a bonus from the outpost. They can shoot faster. but the number is just too large, and he lost so many workers in the process. Let's see the worker counter. 47 for bad players. It's pretty good. Versus 22 from English. Oh, this is looking really rough for the English player here. This looks like a very clean counter-attack victory, I think. I don't know how English can turn this around. If HRE can manage to rotate and continuously raiding his opponents of villagers, I think he's gonna cement his lead here. Looking really dire for the English player, especially when the HRE is aging up behind this outpost. Unfortunately, is not going to do anything for the English. Yeah. So what the English could do, look at this wood. He has so much wood banked up. He could have gone for more archery. There you go, archery range. To build more longbowmen, because his longbowmen are eventually gonna be better than the archers if he gets enough of them. But yeah, he was too late. He underestimated the reaction from the HRE, I think. So we're gonna see a very quick victory from the HRE player. Look at this, he's already in Castle Age, and he saw the Castle Age, and that's it. He's a snek, throw in the towel. I think there's no hope of catching up from this this position. Yeah. Well played by bad player Anjru. Nicely played the counter attack. Very smart. Good reaction. Triple archery range. Completely outproduced English archery. Good stuff. And with that, Anjru is going to move on to the grand finals. He will play Pro Peach tonight in probably 3 hours when Pro Peach comes back. We'll see when Pro Peach comes back. So before that, we're gonna take a break because this is going to be a very long downtime, unfortunately. Alright, congrats to Anjru, and also GG to Issa snek. Played really well in this tournament, had a very nice run. Yeah. Also the second game, very decisive win there. The push with the men at arm and the mangonels, really nice, decisive. So yeah.